I'm saying is I'd rather lose to the team that's 18 million over the cap than the team that was in last place halfway through the season.
Yeah, I guess.
Woo! Suck it, nerds!
Oh, come on.
Come on, man! Oh, yeah, that's right, losers! Cry about it! No. I don't think you understand. Oh, I understand. I understand that this is a back-to-back, and I'm thinking three-peat.
What is wrong with you?
Serious about this being a dynasty, baby? 2 down? I don't know, I'm thinking 3 more to go? Dude, you're not wearing pants. We literally all have the same penis. Fuck, that's actually a really good point.
Yeah, what can you say? The dude just keeps winning.
Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team. The Tampa Bay Lightning have won the cup. Now, I know this is not the way some of you want this to go. You went in on the underdog, you rooted for the Habs. I was very honest about being unable to root for the Habaronis and cheese, but if that's the route you took, my condolences, I suppose. I don't think you're happy either way, right? You wouldn't have been, but it didn't turn out the tiny percentage happiness way you wanted. But Tampa wins, which means 2 things. The Habs didn't, and the low-qual abyss is alive and well. Or the lesser-known Curse of St. Patrick. I love when curses stay active. I love curses. They're very fun, especially when they're not on your team. So we get to continue to watch the Habs be plagued by me and Patrick Waugh. That's right, I found a way to put us both in the same sentence. Elite! I'm not elite yet, but I'm getting there. Like, comment, subscribe. Nailed it. Guys, there's more good news to a Tampa Bay Lightning victory. The St. Louis Blues are our 2021 Ultimate Loser. Also, they were the 2020 Ultimate Loser. Also, in 2019. Now you may be asking yourself, or myself, what the Ultimate Loser is. The Ultimate Loser is the team that lost to the team that lost to the team that lost to the team that lost in the finals. That might have been one too many. But what it really means is St. Louis lost to the Colorado Avalanche, who lost to the Vegas Golden Knights, who lost to the Montreal Canadiens, who lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Not only that, but they got swept. Oof. So they are your ultimate loser, back-to-back for them as well. Tampa Bay Lightning become the first team to go back-to-back since Pittsburgh did it just a few years ago. The modern era. Did not expect that many back-to-backs that quickly with the salary cap and all, but here we are. Oh, the salary cap didn't count this year? Well, that's weird. All jokes aside, this isn't the worst thing for us, because Tampa Bay was expected to win the cup. They were 18 million over the cap. They had a very talented team. They got lucky that they were able to do this. Again, I have been very vocal on the side of if you want to be angry at the league and not at Tampa. Tampa didn't do anything wrong. They did exactly what they should have done. And in a regular season with 82 games, this wouldn't have worked. They got lucky that it was a shortened season, and it was a season in which Kucherov was supposed to miss all of it, even though it didn't look like he had to. Don't be upset at the Tampa Bay Lightning. They had a great team. They get the Stanley Cup. Woo. Really, my plan with this video is to say, hey, congratulations, Tampa Bay Lightning. Suck it next year, hopefully. And B, let's go over a couple things happening directly after this championship and what's happening in the Bruins world right now. Oh, I wanted to say this in the beginning. Maybe I'll clip it into the beginning somewhere. I've been messing around with the idea of a podcast before this started, then it turned into a YouTube channel. I did the YouTube channel. I'm going to continue doing the YouTube channel. But starting next season, I've been debating podcasts. If you'd be interested in me doing a longer version where I really do ramble about this stuff, try to find a partner in crime and we just go ham on it, let me know. If you're more of like, nah, you're kind of a visual thing for me, also let me know. Your opinion may or may completely not sway me. So, throw it down below. Let me know. First of all, Fat Pat Maroon. He's winning his 3rd straight cup. That's right, one with St. Louis and 2 in a row with Tampa Bay. Good for him. He gets upset when people call him Fat Pat. He gets upset at fans being bullshit, which is great. And I've said this before. Embrace it. You know what he needs to do? He needs to show up at the parade wearing a shirt with him, chubby-cheeked, saying, "Fat Pat banged your mom." Oh, the internet would go crazy. He'd be the Death Star. Embrace the Death Star, the bad guy. Oh, it would be great. Fat Pat banged your mom. TM. Trademark that shit. Copyright it. Also, Kucherov's statements directly after the victory. This was a mix of good and bad, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard it. I will link the interview down below. Kucherov had a great moment where he talked about how Vasilevsky deserved the Vezina, which, look, that's a teammate saying his teammate deserves it. That's awesome. He didn't insult Flower over in Vegas. He just said, I thought my goalie deserved it. And he's been very good. Vasilevsky was a finalist. And then he says something a little weird. And he goes, Montreal Canadian fans, are you kidding me? I'm paraphrasing. Acting like they won the cup after that Game 4 victory. Now, a lot of people took this as shade toward the Montreal Canadiens and their fans. But what people aren't realizing is it's actually a joke on Tampa. Because Kucherov basically said, hey, I have never seen such passion after one Stanley Cup final game win. It's the Stanley Cup Finals. If you win a game, party hard, Garth. Seriously. And Kucherov sits there and goes, I've never seen that shit before. He didn't say that, but for him to criticize it basically means he's saying that. You're insulting your own fans, numbnuts. What are you doing? They acted like they won the cup. They're celebrating a win in the Stanley Cup Finals. You're literally saying they have more passion than Tampa fans. And Tampa fans are laughing about tossing shade at Montreal. Hockey belongs to the South. Guys, he's insulting you. I mean, seriously. If Bergeron said that, I'd be livid. I'd be like, Daddy Patrice, what are you doing? We show up. We show out. Can't believe it. The Tampa Bay Lightning deserved this Stanley Cup. They had a hell of a team. They were put themselves in a position where they were going to lose talent. And they got to keep it for one more year. I mean, that's what every team's dream is. We have so much talent that we have to get rid of some because of cap compliance. Good for them, man. Good for them. Back to back. Have fun with it. Go crazy. Hi, Tom. I hope you watch this. I'm still a Tom Brady fan, so leave me alone on that one. Also, Kucherov, stop diving on the damn ice. Don't turn this into soccer, please. Please stop diving. You're a big, strong man. Stop diving, please. Oh my God, stop. Stop diving. Stop it. Stop diving. So what's happening in Bruins world, you may ask? Well, Jay Leach is on his way to the Kraken to be an assistant coach, and it really looks like they're looking at him as eventually getting the reins to coach that team. That's awesome. We should be very excited. Now, Jay Pandolfo is going to Boston University to coach. That felt like a weird one, but that's fine. Look, that's great. We should be happy for them. They've done good work with the team. It feels like a bad start to free agency. It's not. It's not a big deal. It's really not. We know who our coaches are. We're filling a couple spots. We'll be fine. Also, Jonah Koppinen and Cameron Hughes have been signed for one-year deals each at $750K. Those are AHL contracts with two-way options to go up and down from the team. That's kind of expected. These are 23 and 24-year-old kids. We'll see what they can bring. They should be competing for a spot out of training camp on the bottom six. I don't see either one of them being on the roster day one unless they make a huge leap, but we'll see. People are going to overreact about certain contracts. People did it with the Trent Frederick one. It's not a big deal. None of this stuff actually really matters. The cap hit for those is non-existent if they stay in the AHL. It's not a big deal. And in the biggest news, there's obviously all sorts of stuff going on in free agency where now it's not free agents, but Eichel and Gaudreau are trying to get away from their teams. So is Tarasenko now. Tarasenko is a great player who has bad luck. He has played less than 50 games over the past two seasons combined. His point production is still there when he plays. Maybe not at a point per game, but it's still up there. Do we take a chance on him? Yes. Personally, I'm a big Tarasenko guy. And when he's healthy, he is so fucking Good. He is the type of deal, though, at $7.5 million a year, massive injury history, that if Sweeney can work out a steal, they retain some salary, the deal has to start with Jake DeBrusk, and then something else, maybe a pick or two with it. If we can grab him, and he's healthy for a season, and re-sign Hall, Krejci, Rask, I mean, that's pretty tight right there. I would swing on it. You just don't have that many kicks left at the can here with Bergeron. Marchand's still young-ish. Krejci obviously getting up there in age. We need to go for this. I know a lot of people have looked at our window in this offseason, which will be a very busy offseason. They've looked at our window and gone, oh, even when this group retires out, we have Pasternak, we have McAvoy, we have Swayman, Carlo, Hall, if he sticks around and stays playing at that level that he showed for 16 games of the regular season and a little bit of the Washington series. We still have some really good building blocks. That's great. That's not enough. That's not enough because our pipeline is relatively bad. And usually when teams talk about how that core is coming together, it's because they have guys in the pipeline they expect to fill in certain needs. And there's a couple of them. I like Lauko. I like Beecher. I like Studnicka. I do like Studnicka. I think he could be a second centerman. But we don't have enough to continue being a contender after those guys retire. Being Bergie, Marshy, Krejci, Rask. Just not enough pieces. So we need to start either swinging for the fences for the next 2 years, or we gotta kind of see if we can retool and extend it, which is also really risky. I'd swing for the fences. If we win a cup in the next 2 years, boom, everything's worth it. The drought after that for a little while, worth it, because we got the cup. That's the point. It's so hard to win. It's so hard to win. Ask Buffalo. Ask Vancouver. Ask Toronto. But so Tarasenko's another name to add to the list. Couple dates to keep in mind. I'm going to read them just to make sure I don't mess any of them up. July 9th, first buyout period begins. Don't expect the Bruins to do anything with buyouts. Not immediately, at least. 17th, protection list deadline is due. 21st, the expansion draft. 23rd, first round of the draft. 24th, the rest of the rounds of the draft. And the 28th, free agency begins. Will it be a flurry of moves on the first 2 days of free agency? Or do we get to kind of smolder and let it heat up slowly? I'm kind of guessing a flurry to start. I really do think a couple names are going to go boom, boom, boom. Trades can happen before all of that, by the way. You can make trades whenever the fuck you want. You can make trades directly after the trade deadline. You can. It just doesn't count until the next year. No one ever does it because so much can change at that time, but yeah, you can make trades really whenever you want. I do expect a couple of moves to be made before the expansion draft, but probably no major players changing hands. That would be a little bit of a stretch when you talk about teams that need to protect and have to keep that space to protect. Anyway, that does it for me. Like, comment, subscribe. Go Bees!